Alright, we starting off with I believe it's round 4, round 3, round 4 of Roman Dolidze versus Anthony Hernandez, and he put in that work. Ooh, you'll have to see him, man. Bro, I was so anxious coming in this fight, man. The fight's not over though, so let's get started. Round 4, starting off. Roman Dolidze staying on the back foot, but getting beat up, and Fluffy is coming forward. But he's getting close with some of these boxing exchanges, getting good with some of these shots here. Roman does have a chance. He is very powerful. But Fluffy's doing such a good job neutralizing the leg lock, not falling for the back takes, just staying there, wiring him, just fucking big dogging him, bro. Just really fucking throwing him around. Looking down. Fainting. Good leg kick by Hernandez. Roman Dolidze on the back foot. Gets teeped. Gave us a good jab. Good shots by Roman, though. Hit him with a left hook after catching his leg. And this is a jab, does Roman. Fluffy with the jab. Roman's just tired, man, on the back foot. Just can't do anything. Good right hand by Fluffy. Rocked him with an elbow. Put him down, man. Bro, Roman's getting fucking hurt, man. This might be it. Getting the head control. Might be going for that guillotine. Then starts Roman going for a single leg here. He's just in this position, man. Just neutralizing the leg locks. The big fear with the ground here. But he is really just beating him up, man. Still trying to roll for a leg, but Fluffy should be able to smother him against some of the room with defense. Hernandez staying high. See, Roman's going to just keep shooting for a leg. That's what he's going to keep. He's going to keep rolling for a leg. No matter what happens, he's always going to roll for a leg. That's literally his only option on the fucking ground, bro. Going for knees to the body. Roman's good job defending it. Not too much going on here. Just Fluffy on top. Holding the glove. Bro, Roman has cheated so many times, bro. He's grabbed the fence like 3 fucking times holding his glove, bro. Swear to God, you get one free foul each. One free nut shot, one free eye poke, one free friend. Like, bro, why doesn't every fighter just do it every fight? It's a little risky now. He's kind of going in the hooks there, but he's doing good. Keeping him occupied. Roman trying to, but he's just exhausting him, man. If you've ever done even just like jiu-jitsu beginning and you get what's like a big motherfucker, bro, and they're just laying on you, bro, fuck. Fluffy is just that dude, bro. I'm telling you. Roman is literally so exhausted, bro. Staying at feet, staying at range. Roman getting hit. Holding the fence again, bro. That's literally another fucking... Yeah! Ah! I'm telling you about Fluffy, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Fluffy's a different beast, man. Whooping his ass. Future champ. Bedtime hopped off the train. Bro, I'm telling you about him, bro. His hardest matchup is DDP. He runs through everyone else, no problem, bro. Fuck. Ah! What up, what up? It's Jack, aka Just a Cunt, man, and I'm just in a good mood. You know, Steve Ursay got a dub, got a little shaky in the first round, but, you know, got it done, looked great in the third. And my boy Fluffy just fucking mogs him. I'm hearing Guru fucking crying about getting another main event picked wrong, which don't get me wrong, I've been there, done that. I picked Oliveira against Ilia Topuria. But, bro, that shit was sick. I don't know what it is, you know. I feel like a big thing with Fluffy winning some is just how much you can break these guys in such a unique way. Like, it's similar to Habib in that very much exhausting circuit where it's just they can't do anything. And I'm hearing criticism where it's like Fluffy was boring or didn't do enough or he just held his back, which I understand. But to be fair, Roman Dolidze's main game is leg locks, and engaging him with the guard just gives him that opportunity. So, like, obviously Fluffy's not going to do something to put his win in jeopardy when he can get submitted by Dolidze, which is really the only way he could have won that whole fight. Hernandez got a great chin. He ate some good shots and just bullied him, rocked him multiple times. And Mavov whooped Roman's ass, but he kind of landed really good and just kind of chilled out and then won a good decision, whereas Hernandez just doesn't stop, man. I feel like DDP is a really hard matchup for Hernandez, but everyone else, unless Hamza could just run across the cage and submit him, I feel like he beats pretty much everyone. I just don't see anyone really be able to beat that circuit, that ground and pound, that submissions, attempts, anything from him. And Hernandez is just that guy, man. He just really is. On another level, I feel like, and he's like another of this like Marab, Bilal. I think he's more entertaining than I feel he goes for. Like in the first round when he was literally standing there, begging him on, bro, trying to swing at him. Roman made that fight boring. I don't know how to say besides. If you think that Hernandez is a boring fighter, bro, then like, good for you. It's just not true. I mean, does he have sometimes moments where he's just controlling people? Yeah, for sure. But I'd say at least 70% of his fights are like fucking premium action, and he's always in a fucking good ass fight. So Hernandez looked amazing, man. Starting off in the beginning with the boxing, with the jab too. He was staying pretty safe, staying kind of in that mid range. Roman did a lot of ducking and landing, trying to get hooks, trying to catch him on the outside, and he landed some decent shots. Hernandez boxing still doesn't look crisp, or it's very volume heavy. It works better the longer the fight goes on, but in the beginning when it's sharp, I can see him having trouble with a guy like Costa or a guy like Cannonier, someone that can stand with him and just trade shots with him. I think it's going to be a big trouble for him just because his kicks aren't the best. He's going to struggle with that. But I think against at least Cannonier, you should be able to implement the wrestling more. Costa's a difficult matchup, but Costa's going to gas. So I think a lot of these fights are going to be where Hernandez is going to be against more powerful people that can hurt him, but he's going to eventually crumble to them, and they're going to have to try and Izzy's going to have to try and get like a body shot, TKO, or Hamza's going to try and just submit him. But I think he has really posed a big problem for a lot of you guys besides DDP. But even DDP, I think he can gas out. DDP definitely can push a pace, but he's not like Hernandez where he's literally like a Tony Ferguson, Colby Covington, going forward 24/7. Speaking of this, I'm sorry, this Guru thing is pissing me off. You're a Colby Covington fan. You're a prime Colby Covington fan. Anthony Hernandez fights so similar to Colby Covington, but he has submissions. He has a little bit more pop in his punches. I mean, don't get me wrong. Colby had like a shtick to him that kind of gave him that boost, but like they're both dogs. So it's weird seeing Guru, who's someone that like defends fun wrestling, but then just shits on him. Maybe it's just because he got the pick wrong, which is fine. You go for an underdog pick. It wasn't a bad pick, just stylistically, it's difficult. It's just, you have to have the cardio to keep up with him, or you got to be someone like fucking like Cannonier or someone that could like just land a lot of volume. I don't even know if a guy like Joe Pyfer can do it. I don't know if you can like one-shot him. I feel like you need like volume to compete with him, which I feel like only a Cannonier, DDP, some of these guys. But I think against like Adesanya, he can take him down and maul him. I think even against Hamza, he can outlast him. Somebody did Rodolfo Vieira. Not that easy, of course, but I think he can defend most things and stay safe while also offensively on the grapple. I think Fluffy's just a hard style to deal with no matter what. He's not someone you could really just beat. He's someone you have to really edge out, and like you have to just like try and hurt him. Like he's someone that's like constantly on you 24/7, and strategically is very difficult to game plan and mentally very difficult to game plan. So he looked amazing in the fight, man. There's not too much to say. I'm gonna go down kind of a couple of other things in this card, particularly with the co-main event: Steve Ersteg versus Ode Osborne, and Steve Ersteg didn't look the best. I mean, that third round, he looked really good, but that first round, bro, getting rocked off the check hook, like, really wobbled. It's one thing when it's just, like, Kai Kara France not dropping you and knocking you out, but when it's like, fuck, bro, he's gonna have to worry about some guys. Even guys like Tatsuro Taira or Joshua Van, he's gonna have to worry about a lot of these guys that can really land volume of it, and he doesn't seem... It seems like he's a better anti-wrestler than a lot of things. He's not the best striker, but he's a good striker against wrestlers, if that makes sense. Like, there's certain strikers that didn't do the best against wrestlers, even if they good takedown defense, like Peter Yan. But I think Steve Ersteg can do good against that style. So, in terms of like to see him face next, I don't want him to just jump up super high. Looking at the current flyweight rankings, I think there's him versus Alblasi, depending on what you want to do with him. But I don't think he needs to get to the top. I could see him versus Manel Cap. I think would actually be pretty interesting. Alex Perez could be fun as well. I think any one of these, Alsum Albayev, Alex Perez, Manel Cap, I think right below Tatsuro Taira, I think that's kind of the area you want to shoot for. I think Cap and Ersteg actually would be very interesting because I think Cap can knock him out, but I also think Ersteg can capitalize on the feet. So I think that fight would be really fun, him versus Manel Cap. But Manel Cap doesn't have a fight already. And for Hernandez, I think he can fight Paulo Costa if he wants one right away. And then him, Robert Whittaker, the loser of Imavov, Calabaralho. He has a lot of options right now that make sense. I think he is almost only up from here. I don't even know if Paulo Costa's worth it. Maybe if Cannonier MVP wins, he can try and fight one of them. But I think he should be able to get a big step up, which I think would be Whittaker, would be a Mavov, Calabaralho loser. I think I'd be shooting for. I'd say Adesanya or Strickland, but I was thinking that more so for RDR. But maybe he can get the one that's left out there. So if RDR fights Strickland, then Adesanya versus Hernandez, depending on how big of a jump you want to give him. But nonetheless, this card was pretty solid. It was very wish-washy. Would have some boring decisions, not that great of fights, but then have a lot of big finishes. Christian Leroy Duncan got a good finish, proved me wrong. Elijah Smith got a fucking Rampage Jackson slamming on his head. Jocelyn Edwards got a fucking flatline fucking Jorge Masvidal Darren Till KO. Earl Smith got a good KO. There's some good fights on here. Cody Bartmich kind of disappointed me, but nonetheless, I don't want to hold you guys on for too long. I know why you guys are here, but that was a fucking great-ass fucking performance from Hernandez, bro. Give him some respect, man. Overall, I did decent in the card. I'm pretty sure I went 8-4? 8-4, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. 8-4, got another main event pick right, and now we got the big one next week, which I plan on streaming the main card, so tune in for that. Nonetheless, have a good one.